where he threw away an ace-5 when she re-raised. He's starting to wonder if she's pushing him around. Once again, a very, very hard hand to call with. And a very, very strong play by Tata once again.
Keller looked to the ceiling there, Barney, said, heaven help me, what have I got to do against this woman? And Germany has just been really putting pain to the USA.
And that, a very, very significant pot, Jesse, because that has really levelled out the chip position. There's very little to choose between all four of these players now. What a key hand that was. He's done nothing wrong. He raised with an ace, very hard to call with a rag ace when you're set in like that.
Look at those chip counts. It couldn't be closer than a hide and hair.
Pass.
Wow. Keller reaching for the chips.
Well, Barney, he's raised every pot on the button, and now he's finally found a big hand here. He'd love some action.
He certainly would.
Pass.
Not obliging over there.
We raise all in.
A roach has moved straight for the jugular. How do you like your queens against someone who plays one hand every hour and has never made a re-raise in her life? But he can't possibly put it down even though he knows. He's hoping he's up against ace-king. He has to call. He'll be very pleased with what he sees. And we're in a race now. A very, very, very key pot indeed. The biggest pot of this tournament so far.
And this pot is 15,800. It's over half the chips in play.
I say good luck.
Oh, I say goodbye.
USA is all in, and Ireland still got 200 chips left.
Oh my, they're
And
so
for USA,
level.
all in hand is pocket queens. Ireland shows ace king. Let's see the flop.
This pot is absolutely everything.
5 cards of fate.
And the flop comes 4, 8 deuce.
Well, there's
with
no
3
ace or king,
hearts.
Barney, but it's 3
They have
hearts.
queens for USA.
And Roche has got the nut flush
Ireland
draw.
has the ace of hearts.
Don't you want to make me sweat?
Any heart,
USA
any
does not
ace,
wanna
any
see
king.
Another heart, an ace, or a king. Let's see the turn card.
They're making Keller sweat for this one all the way.
5 of hearts.
It's
makes
there.
Nut flush. And the river card.
Thomas Keller from the USA is knocked out. The ace came if the heart didn't.
Next nation.
He was looking very strong, Barney, but the USA will only garner 3 points from this.
I had queens four-handed, and the one person who has been playing really tight moved in, and I thought they did have a big hand, definitely, but it's really tough to fold queens four-handed, and they had ace-king, so it was kind of a coin flip, and they made the nut flush or whatever, so they beat me. I think we're still in a pretty good position. I have a lot of confidence in our last couple people, so I think we'll do well in the last couple heats, and I think we'll definitely have, you know, if not the chip lead, then one of the chip leads going into the main event.
Dreams can come true. And Mihaela Roach, we've seen world-class play in this heat, but who would have thought she's got half the chips in play now, and she's done nothing wrong.
Well, absolutely, Jesse. She hasn't put a foot wrong, and that was a great position to get herself into.
1,600 is the bet.
Well, this is the kind of hand we've seen her play back with. But her timing has been very good up to now. She's certainly considering it, Jesse. I like the way when she decides to play a hand before the flop, most of the time she puts the pressure on.
All in.
Yes,
Raise
and she's done it again, and it'll be very, very hard for him to call with his rag ace. I think she's going to get away with another one, Jesse.
How can he call?
He can't call.
He can ask how much it is.
I mean, he knows she's done it a lot of times. He's starting to wonder what she's doing it with. But really, very, very hard indeed to call with a raggy ace. He's still got 6,400 in chips if he puts this down. Does he want to go out on this kind of hand?
I think it's...
Well, credit to him. He's certainly giving it serious consideration. He knows that if somebody wins this pot and it goes all in, they go big favourite to win this heat. But I don't think he can find the call, Jesse. And he's not going to get anything out of her. Look at her. Absolutely steely. You're getting more of a read on him than you are on her looking at the two of them, that's for sure.
He looks sick as a dog, is where Christian Grundtvig. It's almost like he knows he's winning, but can't bring himself to call. It's not just his money he's playing. He's got the whole Danish team riding on his shoulders.
Has anybody told her she's gambling for the pride of Germany? She looks like she's just having fun with her own money.
This could be the situation to flip a coin.
No, he
Pass.
couldn't do it. No surprises there. I mean, it was almost an impossible call, Jesse. They haven't seen what she's been doing it with. He wouldn't even be a big favourite against that hand. And what a great play. And she's got ice in her veins, Jesse.
I think she can change her style, and she's a woman. That's, in my mind, it's a plus for the game, because she's very aggressive. So everybody thinking she is very, very strong, and most of the time she isn't. So that's a plus for her game.
Big blind.
Don't feel this can go on that much longer, Jesse. Someone's going to find a big hand soon.
1200.
Raise to 1200.
This is my big blind.
Look at this.
We haven't seen a raise with this kind of hand, and they'll throw away all sorts. Grundtvig threw away an ace like it was absolutely nothing. Tata's got a decision with a pair of twos.
I'm thinking it's no decision if I was Katja Tartar. But what a play here by Mihaela Roach. She's opened up her game, Barney. It's fantastic.
Yes, she's found the gear just when she needs it. She's not waiting for those aces and ace-kings anymore. Now we've really got a game, because now we know that Roche has come to the party. She's brought something with her that we didn't know she had.
Big blinds out there, and Tartar, who's found
14.
a little button
Raise
raise
to
here.
1400.
Ace in a good spot.
Pass.
Well, he wants to take a flop. This is the way he tends to play. He takes flops. He's not the most aggressive when he misses, but he has got a playable hand on the big blind.
They've both missed.
Well, this is a raiser's flop though. Most of the time it's
Check.
going to go check, bet,
All in.
fold.
All
All in. He's not giving him a chance to come over the top. Once again, immaculate timing. Very, very brave and very strong play. King high flop, a very good one for the raiser to represent. But I don't know if she knows that. I think she's just reading the player.
Crutby was saying, never use a crane to swat a fly, but it seems to be Katja Tartar's most effective weapon. There's the chip counts. 2 for Mihaela and Ireland. Germany and Denmark have just 1 bullet each.
Pass.
Katja Tartar's got some good eyes on her. She misses nothing in this game. That's an odd play from Mihaela. We haven't seen her limp into too many pots, Barney.
2 players.
And now she's been outflopped.
Can't blame her for liking that flop.
1000.
And Grundtvig, hard for him to know where he is, but he gave that one up very, very easily indeed. This is the respect that Roach is getting, and it's paying off for her. And Grundtvig putting himself under an enormous amount of pressure here.
They've played nearly 100 hands, and I think Mihaela Roach has only made about 2 moves, but she's done them at the right time, and they've both succeeded. The blinds are big right now.
But it's certainly hard for Grundtvig to do anything other than stick them all in once he decides that he's going to play a hand.
Ooh, hooks from Roach.
That's 15.
Raise to 1500.
We've seen Grundtvig fold some big hands from this position. Is that marginal?
Once again, he's put very little in, just a small blind. I think that he's going to throw away against this player. He is getting low. It's all in or pass. And this time it will be a very good decision.
Mihaela Roach has been doing just enough at the right times.
I'm all in.
Oh!
He decided he'd gone too low. He had to play, but he wanted to play the hand before she made the play. He stopped and
Pass.
thought about it, but he didn't back off.
Which is it?
Mahale will have a thing. She'll ask for a count, but Barney, don't think she's folding here.
No, she's not folding. And we could be going to the heads up, Jesse.
4,400 more.
And
You
call.
call.
So Denmark is all in.
Christian
Then against
Gruntvy in a
Ireland.
tough spot for Denmark,
Hand for Denmark.
and we could
Ace
be
4. The hand for
mano a
Ireland is
mano,
pair
head
of
up,
checks.
and Denmark out in
Denmark
third
is
unless an
folding.
ace pops on the board. And here's the flop.
Flop comes 8, Queen, 9. Is no help for Denmark. Pair of checks is in front for Ireland. And Denmark needs an ace.
Not
Or
promising
two
for
spades.
Danish hopes. How big would this be for Ireland?
This is 3. Now only.
If the ace doesn't come, Ireland will be guaranteed to be leading.
Last card is a 7. Denmark is the next nation.
Denmark gets 5 points. That'll put them up to 18. Christian Gruntvy played a good game.
I'm more or less satisfied with my game. I caught some nice hands, but I didn't really get so much action. And I was lucky a few times. So overall, third place, it's not great, but not very bad.
2 left, a lot to play for team-wise. No matter what, Ireland will take the lead. But if Germany can come back and pull ahead, they'll be right back in this. And Barney, between these two, what should happen?
2,000.
Well, if I was Tata, I would be limping on the button and trying to play flops here, Jesse. But that is a stronger than average hand.
Call. Now 1200.
Katja Tarta has raised 2,000, and it's about 25% of her stack. It's been a call by Roach from Ireland with a dominated hand.
This is a very good position for Tata to find herself in. I would have expected her to be limping on the button and trying to take them away cheaply.
All in.
Bet all in. Pass.
But that's good, strong play.
Well, it looks like Katja is playing this game the same way it got her here. She's not making any special exceptions.
Well, that's fair enough. The trouble with making it too expensive before the flop is if Roach does wake up with a hand to re-raise, Tata's going to have to call if she's made a big raise or lose a chunk of her chips. And if she makes a play like this on the flop and gets it wrong and it's expensive, then she could find herself knocked out.
And the action is on the button.
Raise 2,000.
And it's been a raise.
Raise to 2,000.
Wow.
Wow, she's finding a new gear when she needs it. I don't think Tata can call this one.
All in.
Oh,
We raise.
has she sensed weakness?
She's moved on in absolutely incredible. She was sitting back in her seat and considering it. And Roach, does she want to take a shot? Does she want to take a shot to win this here and now? No, it's not enough. Great play. She's playing her now like she played the others. No respect to the fact that Roach hasn't been playing many hands. She knows a heads-up game is a different game. She knows Roach is likely to be raising with less. And she's set her in and she's got herself a nice chunk of chips and got herself a lot closer. Great play once again.
heads up in this heat of the 888 Poker Nations Cup.
2,000.
And
Raised to
Mihaela
2,000.
Roche has gotten on the wrong end of the battle so far.
Well, this is about the 20th hand of heads up, and this is one of the most aggressive plays we've seen Roach make. Tata, we've seen her come over the top with this kind of hand
We
before.
raise all in.
Yes, and she's done it again. And once again, her timing has been absolutely immaculate. It's extraordinary. Okay, she's got a playable hand, but how does she know that Roach is so weak? It'll be very hard for her to call.
It's impossible.
Pass.
Impossible for Mihaela to call.
How does she know? How many times has she done it in this heat, Jesse? 15, 20 times? I've lost count. And she's never been wrong yet.
Germany started off 3-1 down in this heads up, and what a performance by Katja Tarter. But we shouldn't be surprised given what we've seen already this evening.
Call.
Just a call there from Mihaela. And that's a pretty big hand head up, Arnie, isn't it?
Yeah, well, she didn't want to be re-raised off it. But once again, Tata got a hand that she'd love to see a cheap flop with. Wow. They haven't both missed. Tata's all over this flop. And if she checks it, she might get a little bet out of Roach with the gut shot.
She's first. Do the button.
The interesting
After
thing
the
is if
flop's
the 8
always
comes, they'd both
going
make
on.
a straight.
Bet 2,000.
Coming straight in with a bet, and I think that will make it easy for Roach to throw this away. Or no. She feels that the overcards and the gut shot are good.
An 8, a 9, or a king is what Mihaela needs for Ireland.
Oh my God.
And Katja Tarter, could she go over the precipice here?
Bet all in.
She's gone all in!
That's it. That's it.
Call.
Call for
We need to
Mihaela
count
Roach!
before we
And it's going to be over! Barney, unless a 9 comes on the river!
Ireland is all in.
Well, it is actually Ireland all
Ireland
in.
is all in.
Katja Tarter has a
Show
chip
on,
and a
please.
farthing, but when this is turned over,
Hand
the
for
9
Germany.
high straight good,
6-4.
and unless it comes a 9 on the river, Ireland on the
Germany got
verge
a
of really taking
Got a
this
straight
tournament by
from
the
4 to
scruff.
8, and a better straight for Ireland.
Here's the river.
It's a 6. 3 sixes.
Barney,
straight to
Katja
the 9
Tarter
for
has been
Ireland.
a dream tonight, but she could not get away that pot, and Mihaela Roach, nothing short of a hero.
3,000.
Think of the players she has seen off in this heat, and what composure she's had.
They've both showing a lot of composure, particularly in this situation. A lot of people would have their head down in Tata's position. But really, what a horrible, horrible card to come, Jesse.
And 800.
This one's going to be dealt out all the way.
Yeah, that's a good setting. Okay. And Germany. So okay.
No, she's echoing.
Yeah, the option to call.
Call.
All right. Ireland calls. Check. Showdown, please.
Actually, some pretty
What do you
big
think?
hands out
For
here.
Germany.
And
Ace,
Tarter's
kings.
not in that bad shape, Barney.
No, I think we're going to see at least one more hand in this tournament, Jesse.
And here is the flop.
There's 1,600 in the pot, and Tarter can take it and
Flop
double
comes
up.
3, Queen, Jack. Ace, King is in front for Germany.
Anything
Turn
but a
card.
4.
And I'll tell you something, Jesse, if anybody
The
can
check.
come back from this position,
River card.
it has to be
Is
Tata.
an 8, and Germany doubles up.
Great.
1,600. 1,600 can quickly become 32, and then 64. Barney, it can all happen very quickly, can't it? But Mihaela Roach has done everything she needed to do tonight, and there's just one more little bit to seal this deal.
No, I don't.
4,600 for Tarter. A double through could actually put her with a bigger chip stack than she started this head up, Barney. That's all she needs is one time through. But the action's on Roach on the button.
Call.
Once again, Tata's getting a chance to see a flop. will put the pressure on this. Oh, I think she might move here, Jessie.
Raise all in.
Will she get called?
I think she might.
I think it's about 3,000 more.
This has happened so many times now. Roach must be thinking every time I give one of these up, the next one costs more.
Very mature pass by Mihaela Roach, but has she created a monster here, Barney?
Yeah, well, if Roach finds a really big hand, she might want to just limp on the button and let Tata do the betting for her. But really, she's letting Tata back into this game once again.
The eensy beensy spider went up the countertop.
Here we
Raise
go,
all in.
Jessie. Here we go. This could be the hand.
King 9, very good for Kayutara. Mihaela Roach, if she calls here, she's going to be dominated. And it's a pretty strong hand, King 8, isn't it, Barney?
It is. A lot of players with this chip position would call
Call.
automatically, and that's
And
what
Bulgaria
she's
all in.
done.
Germany all in now. Showdown, please.
She's made the right call at the wrong time, Jessie, and
Germany shows King
Tata's in a
9.
very strong position.
Ireland shows King 8.
This is
Germany is
massive.
all in and is in front before the flop.
This
King
pot
9
is
against King
8,000.
8.
And if Tata
Here's
could
the
double
flop.
through here, she'll be higher than she
Flop
was when
comes
this all
8, 6
started.
deuce.
At this point, the 9 plays,
King
Barney.
9 is in front. Turn card.
And with those low cards on the board, the 9 is
Another
likely to
ace.
keep on playing. Deuce or 6 would split
Another
it.
Card.
8 would end it. It is an 8!
Oh.
It's over!
Unlucky last card for Germany. 2 pairs. Ace is an 8. And Germany is out. And the winning
Unlucky
nation
for
is
Germany,
Ireland.
Barney, but Katja Tarta can hold her head high.
She certainly can, Jessie. I don't think I've ever seen a better performance
Well done.
in a one-table match than this. She did everything right all the way through, and it's very, very cruel that there could only be one winner. But who could take it away from Roach, this internet winner, who's done so well, done nothing wrong, and it's fantastic news for Ireland.
I tried to fight good, and I was very patient and put my spots, but I got 2 times unlucky against the Irish team, so I'm a little bit unhappy, but my game was good, and so it's okay.
I was very, very nervous. And I was just, all I wanted was 5 points for the team, at least 5 points. I never believed that I could win the heat.
It was important to give the team points. Yeah, I tried to stay long in the tournament, and so yeah, sure. I want to win. I want to have 10 points, but okay, 7. I hope it's enough.
Well, I think we're very strong now. We've got, what, 22 points, is it? And it's a great start from a great.
What a hero for Ireland tonight in Mihaela Roach. The 10-7-5 dished out to the top 3 spots have gone to Ireland, Germany, and Denmark. We can see how that affects the overall standings. Ireland now well clear of the rest of the field with 22 points. Denmark up into second with 18. And Germany done very well for themselves now. They've got 10 points. They're not in bad shape. But Great Britain with only 6 from 3 heats. When will they get started? I'm Jesse May, and for Barney Boatman and myself, we'll see you next time when the teams steam on.